Well, what's going on, everybody? It's Letitia with Barefoot Gardening, and we are indoors. We are indoors with our citrus trees. I have a Meyer lemon here, and I have a Calamundan over there, and things aren't looking so good. So one thing I forgot to tell you all is out of 4 citrus cuttings, one has survived. And I took 2 Calamundan cuttings, neither one of those survived. I took 1 or 2 Meyer lemon cuttings, and one has survived. It has bloomed once, and it is blooming again. So guess what I think? Even though I can't see the roots, I'm pretty sure there are some. So I am pretty excited about that. I've been kind of trying to transition this off. So I have opened it all the way at the bottom. So it's not as humid inside. And I take it off for just a bit. And because I want to transition this cutting under the grow light eventually and downstairs. And if you haven't checked out my channel, see, oh, there's roots. Yes, look, there's roots. Do y'all see that? I am so excited. Y'all, this is the first time I've ever seen roots. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh, I did it. I did it. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Now, if y'all have been following me for a while, y'all know I have had some time trying to figure out how to root cuttings. And I finally did it. O-M to the G. I am so pumped up. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much for watching. I just had to show you that. So up until now, I have never seen roots. I planted this in November 5th. Today is something like January the, what is it? January the 7th or 8th, and never have seen roots until now. I mean, that is clear as day. Look at that. Oh, that gives me life. Oh my gosh. So yes, I'm going to be up potting this cutting very, very soon. I have a cute little trash can that I'm going to put it in. I'll show you all that. And yeah, and that'll be that. Thank you all so much for watching. Okay, so we have the Meyer lemon and the Calamundan, and there has been significant damage to both of these trees. I'm not sure what to do about it, so I've done a little research. This is my first time ever growing citrus, and matter of fact, even having it indoors. So I still have a lot to learn. But one thing that I'm noticing, I am noticing yellowing of leaves. So on the Meyer lemon, especially. So we can see it there. We can see it here. And something's taking a big chunk out of that leaf. I don't know if that happened outside when I had it outside, or if it's happened in here. But we can see some yellowing of the leaves there. And there. Right? So there are a few fruits on the tree. And I'm really excited about that. We've hand pollinated some of the fruits as well. And they're coming along. But this tree just is worrying me. There has been some leaf drop, not a whole lot. I still have buds coming on. So we can see a bud there, right there. We can see one there. So this is a good sign that we are seeing buds. We have some blooms. You know, they're drying up though. And I think I'm pollinating. That looks like a fruit. That looks like a fruit, right? Oh, where is it? Right there. But again, this tree is looking a little puny to me. It doesn't look happy. So one thing that I have been doing is, I just did some quick research on how, like when I get ready to up pot these trees, what does the soil need to be like? What does the nutrition need to look like? What do I need to do to help this tree? So one of the things is that citrus apparently like slightly acidic soil. They do not do too well in alkaline soil. So this handy dandy moisture meter that I have here is also a pH level tester. And I'm sorry for the lighting, but you can see the notch there. So I turned it over and it is reading. I don't know if you all can see that. So sorry for the lighting, but alkaline, it's pretty alkaline, right? It's right between the 7 and the 8. So how do I fix that? Well, I am open to suggestions. And so far what I've read, it says that, if the soil is more alkaline, to make it a little bit more acidic, you can add calcium and you can add magnesium. Well, I know that magnesium exists in Epsom salt. So that may be why there are yellowing of the leaves as well, because this tree just needs a little boost of magnesium. But I definitely know that the soil should not be that alkaline. It really shouldn't. We've got to fix that. And I definitely need to up pot this tree. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Yeah, those are all roots. And this is in the container I got from the garden center when I purchased the tree. And typically, everybody was telling me when I bought it, I'm just going to put it out there. Yes, y'all were saying, Letitia, up pot those trees as soon as you possibly can. But my goal at the time was to make sure I up potted it, but that I didn't have any critters in the pots. And so I wanted to wait to up pot it when I brought it in the house. But that didn't happen because we got a freeze faster than I thought. And one thing just led to another, and I never got it done. So I have to up pot these trees. Now I'm trying to decide, well, what type of container do I want to put it in? If I'm going to bring it in and out, it has to be it's going to be heavy, and I'm not going to be able to lift it, but I don't want it to be too big and too heavy where it's just obnoxious, and my husband doesn't want to help me lift it either, So this is probably a 5-gallon pot. And I want to put it in at least, that looks like a 5-gallon, maybe a 3-gallon. I don't know, but I wanted to put it in a 5-gallon bucket initially. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'll probably end up doing, because I have 2 buckets outside, which is perfect because I need to up pot this one as well. And so, yeah, the moisture level. So I switched the little notch. So the moisture level here is very dry, or not very dry, but it's dry. Y'all can see that sort of. Oh, I want it to focus for you. There we go. Yeah, it's dry. So I need to also water. I was kind of worried that I overwatered it, and because all of a sudden all these leaves started turning yellow, I was like, oh no. And yes, I have the moisture meter, but sometimes, y'all, I just forget, and I'm trying to do better about writing stuff down on my calendar so I can remember when I watered, because both of these trees need different things. They're both citrus, but I find that this one stays a little bit more wet than this one. And probably because this one fruits a lot. And when it sets fruit, it sets a lot at one time, and this one doesn't. So I'm not sure. But anywho, both of them need to be up potted. Both of them need to check on the soil pH here. So that is my goal within the next week or so, to get these up potted. And maybe that'll help. Now, I am expecting some leaf drop or some shock maybe. So anything that you all can offer in suggestions on how maybe I can reduce that would be great when up potting these trees. There's a lot of leaf drop here. I mean, you can see the leaves everywhere. I'm gonna show y'all all the dirt, all the, you know, it's pretty bad. This one's becoming pretty barren. There's leaf curl. Again, I've checked on the water. The watering's fine. It's just, I think it's lacking nutrients is the bottom line. And so I want to figure out how to do that. So any suggestions? I've done a little research. I understand that magnesium and calcium can help. So I am going to consider Epsom salt. I do have crushed up eggshells. I've put that in before. I do have coffee grounds. I've done that before. And that should be enough, but it's going to take some time for these trees to recoup. I understand that. I also have been checking for critters. I did have a spout with spider mites, and I took it outside. I had some neem oil in a spray bottle and some bottle and soap and water, and sprayed it down. I mean, and the spray bottle gave out a pretty like a forceful spray. So I'm thinking that I probably should do that again though, just to make sure. I mean, I soaked them, but it was like 40 degrees outside, so I couldn't leave the trees outside very, very long. But it's supposed to be in the 60s today. Oh my gosh, right? It was 30 degrees this morning when I took little big girl farmer to school. Yeah, but you know, it's supposed to get up to 60. So I'm hoping that not only I can get these sprayed down again, and maybe even repotted. We'll see. I don't have a whole lot of supplies. I have peat moss. I have a little bit of cocoa coir and have some vermiculite. So I think that's going to be my mix, because that's what I have. And, but not only do I hope to get these up potted and taken care of, but I also want to see all those little holes. I also hope that I can get my hubby to help me put up the cattle panel today and show you all that very, very soon. So again, any tips you have for indoor citrus growing, that would be amazing. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will holler at you later. Peace.